the prefix was. K, I'm missing the second letter, but you'll fill me in, I'm sure. K question mark 4 CDX, UDX, K5 Mike Victor Peter.
Okay, Roger, Roger. Yeah, it's Kilo Alpha 4, KA4, Unlimited DX, Uniform Delta X-Ray. And I'm running barefoot as well. I had an amplifier for a while, but I lost a lot of things out of the shack, taking care of some family members that are in the hospital and trying to keep the house running. So I had to kind of like auction out some stuff out of the shack. So back on just a TS480, 100 watts out barefoot. And what am I on right now? My off-center fed dipole, off-center fed 40 meter dipole antenna at about 30 feet. Interesting Collins radio equipment, huh? That's some nostalgic stuff. I bet that's hard to maintain there, huh?
Oh, it's very easy to maintain, Alan. Parts are available all over the place, and what's fun about it is you can work on the radio. All these new wonderful modern rigs today with surface mount technology and things like that, they're very difficult and sometimes impossible to work on. But it's been the M2s in them conditions. We have a 3001 next to it, but the loop can only take 150 watts of power. So that's why we're running more power. But you can work the world. We applied this loop, Alan, about 3 weeks ago at the Jackson, Mississippi Amfest from NFJ. And I've just been running 150 watts of the small 3-foot diameter loop, and I'm working the world. Not that I won't surprise the antenna. You can work the world with a barefoot, but with the program antenna, one business vacation. Starting in about this family, everything is progressing okay for you, Alan. Go ahead.
Roger, Roger. Can you copy me on this antenna? Over.
Oh yeah, you're doing fine.
Okay, because you were sounding a little bit better on my vertical antenna, so I went to that instead of the off-center fed dipole. There's also some QRM, somebody on adjacent frequency that's kind of interfering a bit, but still hearing you pretty much 100% over that. Very good sounding signal, and I'm looking at your picture on QRZ.com, and I like the way that radio equipment looks. On my QRZ page, further down, actually in the top picture, is a picture of Radio Central on a U.S. Navy ship, USS Recovery, ARS-43. I was in the Navy from 1977 to 81, and actually operated Navy Mars using that equipment. One knob for each digit of the frequency, separate transmitter and receiver, and they had a linear amplifier stack. Really nice setup. Quite a bit of work to change frequencies and stuff like that, but I enjoyed operating that equipment back then. There, over.
Yeah, that's interesting. No Collins equipment on board?
Say that again?
I said, was there any Collins radio equipment on board?
I think there was. I can't swear by it, but I think there was.
Yeah, well, that's interesting. You can't do it across the back too easily with single digit knobs, but operable anywhere, I assume. And I used to, when I was in Korea in the Air Force, I was able to bring my station with me and get a reciprocal Korean call to operate. And I operated as HL9WJ, and then also joined Mars because you couldn't run phone patches only Christmas time on the amateur band from Korea. And so I became Alpha Bravo 4 with did 14.495, I think. And phone patches every day, Alan, on Mars, and that was a lot of fun. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger, Roger. Yeah, there was some Collins equipment on board, but I don't remember what in the heck model it was. But I remember seeing, because they have a distinct look to them, and then they've got that Collins usually nameplate on the front of them. I don't remember who makes that other gear that I operated, because all I remember is the Navy nomenclature. You know, like they had 1051 receiver and and a whole bunch of the military nomenclature, the model numbers that they use. So don't really know. But I bumped into just looking through a file cabinet. I went in as a signalman, and I wanted to cross over. I had originally wanted to be a radioman, but they didn't give me that. So I qualified for it anyway by a correspondence course, and after I'd already done that, I used to hang out in Radio Central when I wasn't working or stand and watch, and I bumped into the piece of paper about the Mars, and had all the frequencies and whatever. So I asked the radioman to help me, and set it up and got on there and gave it a try. Once I knew it would work and I could get a phone patch made from somewhere in the Atlantic or Mediterranean or whatever to Florida, then I started taking a list of officers and crew to make phone patches for their own.
Yeah, I did the same thing, Alan, when I was in Korea. I was there in 1969, and it was, phone calls were very, very expensive overseas, and that was the only way you could talk really, free of charge. And I used to run, I always enjoyed running phone patches. I used to, before I went to the service, I ran phone patches to the South Pole with KC40, USV, USC, and USA all the time when I was in high school. And always used to enjoy running phone patches. So we did that when we were in Korea, and I'm sure that he liked cleaned away with on board to talk home, right?
Yeah, Roger. K5MVP for ID. Yeah, we had a list on the door to Radio Central, and people just put your name on there and where you wanted to call to. It got so bad, actually, that at night people were wanting us to wake them up in their racks, and we finally had to say, no, we're not going to go down and wake you up. We may find you and tell you you're up, but we're not going to wake you up from sleeping. So we had to make a rule that you got to stay awake for your call to be placed through there. Over.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Well, listen, I've got to run right now. Running into you, and with the two antennas, you can work out quite well. One horizontal and one vertical. The vertical that we have also works extremely well for DX, especially on 40 meters. And it works, that's the only other antenna we have, and we find that it works very, very well. But this little antenna is just working beyond our wildest expectations, and with it, Alan, we got on 40 meters and worked into Australia on sideband with a 5 and 4 signal at about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and that was a lot of fun because the antenna is so tiny. Anyway, good running into you, Alan, and nice signal from South Florida, K4UDX, K5 like Victor Peter.
Yeah, Roger. Signals are going down a little bit. There had been some QSB going on, and also somebody QRMing a little bit on an adjacent frequency. But I'm going to have to try one of those loops sometime in the near future, because a lot of people are using them and getting good results out of them. But I do okay with the off-center fed dipole and the vertical, so and I'll probably get an amp again here in the next couple of months when money starts rolling back in. Good catching you on here, and thanks for the chat, and we'll look for you later on the bands. K5MVP 73s. Take care from K4UDX.
Okay, fine, Alan. If you're handy with building things, go to the website, do a Google search. This fellow builds magnetic loops that can take high power. It's called Kilo 8 Nancy Delta Sugar. K8NCS. Kilo 8 Nancy Delta Sugar. And in a Google search, put his call in there and then put magnetic loop after that. You'll find all sorts of information. He builds these antennas for himself, and he doesn't build them to sell them, but he gives you all the information and all of his expertise on building these magnetic loops that can, his capable of a kilowatt of power. Where this one is just capable of a bare Kilo Alpha 4 UDX K5 Mike Victor Peter.
Roger, Roger. Okay, thanks for that info. And 73.
73